Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that you need to do before you do any collaging or any drawing is to create a 1/2 inch border around your paper. You're going to measure a 1/2 inch, make a couple of dashes along each side, and then draw the straight line with the ruler. This way, it's an even border all the way around. Step 2 is to flip through the magazines, find several images that you like and that you may consider using into your collage. When you cut these out, you can just cut them out loosely and arrange them how you may want to use them. Obviously, we won't use this many because it won't fit on one page. Step 3, we need to make some artistic decisions. And so I've narrowed down my images. I really like this guy in the top left corner. He looks very peaceful. I like this building because it's small. I'm going to use that in my middle ground. And this lady who's sitting on a rock, I was thinking about maybe putting her on this bison. Not quite sure yet. So I've taken all the other images and just put them somewhere else so that way someone else can use them if they feel like it. And these are going to be my images that I use in my collage. Step 4 is to cut these images out more closely. You're going to cut around the contour very carefully. You may need to use an X-Acto knife, which you can see in the top right corner. If you have small details that you need to cut out, please just let me know and I'll get you an X-Acto knife. Otherwise, you should be able to do this with a pair of scissors. I'm still not quite sure about the bag that this man is holding and my location of the lady. I kind of thought I was going to have her on the buffalo, but I'm not quite sure still. So I'm not gluing anything down quite yet because I'm still kind of playing around with my ideas. Once again, I'm still not quite sure, so I haven't glued anything down. I'm starting to draw some of my ideas. I have several things in 1-point perspective. And as I'm doing this, I'm making my final decisions on where I want things. So you can tell that I glued it down here as I'm drawing things in. I have some ideas and I erase some ideas. Once I have everything down, my major outlines with my pencil, and I'm happy with that, I will go ahead and make some things permanent. As you can tell, with my Sharpie marker. Once I have my main ideas down and outlined, then I can start adding in my patterns and my Zentangle, as you can see in the mountain here. I've chosen horizontal lines for my middle ground and lines going to the vanishing point in my foreground. I'm using stippling. Everything in the background is a little bit darker, so as you can see, the dots are a little bit. And then in my background, I decided up in the sky I was going to take some artistic inspiration from Van Gogh, as you can tell with the swirls. Line variation is important, so you can see that I have some thicker lines in there with my regular Sharpie as well as my ultra fine. And lastly, I add some value. The value that you add with your graphite pencil will help create some more interesting depth within your composition. We are not adding color except for just our magazines, so this will all just be black and white with your Sharpies, both ultra fine and regular, as well as your graphite pencil. Here is my finished product. I can't wait to see yours. Happy arting!